Nick, Kevin, Joe, how are you all feeling? How are we doing?
Feeling great.
So excited.
So thrilled to be here in India. It's nice to be able to see it. Usually these kind of performances, they're about an hour drive, 30-minute drive, especially at festivals. The fact that we can see it from our hotel room, it's a unique experience.
I've been sent on a bit of a mission from work here. It took me, I'm not complaining, it was great because I had watched about 6 movies on the plane and had all these free meals, so that was fantastic. But this is really my first big solo proper interview. So
Oh, nice.
I would like to give you all license now to leave. If you stay within the next 5 seconds, then that's it. We're committing to the rest of the interview. So
Sounds good.
So we'll see you later.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
We'll try to be as nice as possible.
There you go, Boston, if you're listening to this. That was why I had to come to Mumbai. Thank you for your time. So growing up, was music always like a really big thing in your whole household? And when did you first start singing together?
Music was always something that was around us. I mean, our father, he pretty much plays everything. He was always singing. So it was just kind of natural for us to pick up an instrument and start kind of songwriting together.
When it comes to singing Happy Birthday and stuff for the rest of your family, do they get a bit annoyed? Because it's like, oh, here comes the Jonas Brothers again, free concert doing Happy Birthday for me.
Yeah, Happy Birthday is a big moment in our households. Actually, no, it's weird. I was married into a family. Their whole goal for Happy Birthday is to sing it the worst possible. So it was kind of an incredible experience the first time I ever heard it. They all start singing at different times, different keys, and it hurt my brain for a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be in a household that can sing.
It's pretty amazing that, like, you think about most siblings, when they're younger, working together in perfect unison is not something that any of them would be able to achieve.
It was a choice, to say, do we actually enjoy this enough to keep going as we get into our adult years? And we're a family, and so there's just naturally times when that tension builds up. But we genuinely enjoy, the music that we make together, and the fact that this chapter, that journey together is even more significant and meaningful than it was when we had the first kind of pop of success.
Who initiated that conversation when you decided to get back together?
It was actually Nick. We were in Australia, and we were filming a documentary, just telling the stories of all the years that we played music together, touring. We kind of just started saying to each other, well, what would it be like if we revisited this and started that process? But through kind of filming this, it brought a little bit of therapy into this session where we ended up kind of unpacking a lot of stuff that we kind of just put away to the side because we had a healthy relationship as a family for the first time in a couple of years. We're so thrilled we did because we're doing stuff like this. We're finally going to Australia, finally playing shows out there. We've had our biggest tour yet. Continuing that run is such a good feeling.
Tell you what though, Joe, Australia's a great place, but one place that the three of you should be even more excited to visit for the first time is New Zealand.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. New Zealand's amazing, and I was on tour there with DNC. Spent my birthday in New Zealand, which was pretty epic. Went to Hobbiton.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Took a helicopter in.
I've never been in general.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
So I did solo stuff in Sydney, but I never went to New Zealand in my life, so I'm very excited.
Probably one of the most beautiful places in the world.
So what should we be doing? What should we be doing? Yeah,
thanks
walk
for
us through
asking.
it.
I was hoping I'd planted the seed. Well, because how long do you have? Are you just going to be in Auckland?
I'll probably be there for a couple of days.
We got a couple days.
days.
So maybe some bungee jumping.
Yep, bungee jumping. If you can, try
go-
and get to the South Island
Yep.
and go to Queenstown.
It's gorgeous.
Wine drinkers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, some great vineyards there. You can do bungee jumping as well. Maybe prior to the vineyards.
Prior to, or not. See how it goes.
Yeah, that could be a first for
Just make it a little bit more interesting.
What are your concerts like? I imagine now, like, you guys are all fathers. There'll be so many of your fans that are kind of in that same boat where they've grown up listening to your music. And now, for some of them, they may have even had kids of their own and are going to see you guys with their kids. That must be a weird thought.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing to look at the shows now. The parents that brought their kids when they were in their teens, when we first, began, still want to come with their adult kids who have kids of their own. So there's sort of 3 different generations that, this music has affected people's lives. So it's really special. It's a really kind of interesting crowd to look out at. And one of the things that, I love the most about these shows we've been playing with the 5 albums, one night tour is seeing, how not just the singles and stuff like that, but the deeper album cuts have a real impact on people's lives for different reasons too. And we'll never be able to know all of those stories, but when you hear certain people singing, certain songs that were not as featured, on those albums, I want to know, what was the journey they took together as family or friends and as a couple that made these songs, that much more significant to them.
You guys are all fathers, as I said before, and obviously touring with kids is just going to bring its whole load of challenges. But what do your kids think of your guys' music? Like, do you play it around the house and they're like, oh, Jill?
Yeah, no, my girls, they absolutely love it.
Right.
They're starting to really get into it. They love coming to the shows as much as they can. They travel when they can. My girls are older, so they are in school, so it's a little more challenging. But they definitely enjoy the music. I've been hearing songs from, like, other parts of our life, too, like stuff from, like, Camp Rock and things like that. Like, I hear it. My daughter got a record player for Christmas, and someone gave her like a lot of our old music on vinyl, which was very cool because I hear it around the house. But then all of a sudden I heard Noah Kahan as well, and I was like, how did she get Stick Season on vinyl already before me? I don't know, but it was great.
3 words that you think best sum up what a Jonas Brothers concert is.
3 words. Wow, this is gonna be a challenge, but I'm gonna say electric, loud, and familiar, because I think a lot of these songs kind of walk you through a journey. It's a fun, packed energy show, and something I think everybody should probably check out.
Before I got on the plane from New Zealand, our listeners at More FM sent some questions through that they wanted me to ask you guys.
Great.
We'll start with Nick and then move down the line. I think I'm going to know the answer to this question already, Nick, but hey, Stevie sent it in, so we'll ask. She says, Nick, will you marry me?
The answer is no. I'm already married, but thank you. I'm flattered.
This one, a text from Kelly. I'm not sure why she sent this one through, but Joe, if you could be any type of tree, what would you be?
It's a great question. I think I'd probably be a mango tree. Everybody seems to like me.
I did not see that answer coming.
You don't like me.
I don't like you.
Kevin's like fruit.
I don't like fruit very much.
Just not my thing. It's okay.
That's fair enough.
You like
what annoying habits do your brothers have? And that's from Hayden, age 9.
You know, we're family. It's more about the longer we spend together, it's the little things that start bothering you. But I don't know. Morning breath, sometimes coffee breath can get out of hand.
Do you guys think you could ever live together? Like you tour together and work together?
Yes and no. I mean, I think we love to do this, but I feel like it's always good to have your own space.
I've bought this with me. It's from quite a high-end store in New Zealand.
Is that a waffle maker?
Called Kmart.
Wow.
Now, we love your song, Waffle House.
Love that.
Playing
Look at that. That's cool.
every day since it came out. So we were wondering if you wouldn't mind signing this waffle maker.
Oh, I thought it was for us.
Yeah,
No,
thanks
I
for
was gonna
can't
use
say I
it on
brought
Prime,
you
so it's
something
not
and then
gonna
be like,
work.
give me
We'll
it
get
back.
We'll get you one when you're in New Zealand.
All right,
You
love
can
it.
plug
Sounds
into the
good.
wall.
Let's do it.
But if you signed it, and then we're going to give it away to a diehard Joe Bro fan.
Love
Sounds
it.
good. We love it.
We love that.
Wake up with a laugh with Lana, Adam and Paul on More FM.